Okay.
Transformers?
I was too old for Transformers at that point. Because they came out in the 90s, right?
Hi, look at the evidence. You can look this up. There's videos you can look up. It's true. Look it up. Come in and talk to us. Hey, you guys are letting people go by. You're chit-chatting with each other.
Mark 7 down.
Stop it. You're chit-chatting. You're letting people walk by and not...
Yeah, you gotta face out more.
You gotta, like, stand on that line there, the curb.
Yeah, but the one woman grabbed me by the ass.
Somebody grabbed your ass?
By the ass? Nice.
Really?
No.
David!
Flat ass. It's a flat ass.
It is.
They see the ponytail and stuff, like, ooh, not too shabby.
No, here. Stand on that curb. And they get everybody who's walking by.
Be blocking.
Yeah, if you stand in the middle, then nobody's gonna look.
Almost anyone coming from that way has seen what we are from the back of the hat. They already know.
We should have bought the one banner, 2x12. It would...
I have them all with me. Do you want to put it up? Where? Put it down there. I have all of the banners here. I have everything with me. This is the upside down one.
We could do the upside down. But that's a nice one.
The flat earther,
I guess people...
He used to be a what?
He is some sort of official. He has a Park Service hat and some sort of badge displayed. So, not a ranger, but something.
Yeah. No, put it out there, Dave, so the cars can see it.
Like on this side?
Yeah, like over there.
Hang it here, face down.
Yeah. Yeah, on the other side. No, on the other side of that fence, right where he was standing.
Yeah, I need a little bungee.
Oh, bungees. Okay. Take the thing with you. Research it! The earth is flat. Dun, da, da.
That's nice, I like it.
Hey, they got paddles.
Oh, was that Challengers? I work for the Challengers.
You work for the Pocono Whitewater?
Yeah, the other one.
Oh.
They're a little bigger. They do more stuff, but
Do they all go past this here?
they all go through here all day long.
Oh my goodness.
Both ways. We use a lot of rental buses for busy days, so.
Oh. One more, Dave. Over one more. That's it.
We took 161 kids down the river yesterday.
Did you?
And it was a kind of rainy, cold day.
Really? Because up down our way it wasn't bad.
It rained like twice, like in the beginning of our trip, and then at the end. Not cold.
Smooth it out a little bit, Dave. You'll have to look again. That's good.
The other thing too in the Jeranism video he made about the perspective and stuff, a nice little proof. Listen to this one. I could personally attest that you feel the cold, the air chills with the shadow of the total lunar eclipse. You know, when there's a solar eclipse.
Right.
10 degrees, they say.
Wow.
When I was there, it becomes night. It feels like twilight.
Oh, you went down to...
I was in Illinois. Yeah, that's perfect. Right in the middle.
Oh.
The best spot to be for the longest duration, like 2:42 or something. 2 minutes, 42 seconds. But let me finish what I'm saying
Go
about
ahead.
that.
All right,
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
What are you laughing at? I
Go
can't
ahead.
have one thought.
Go ahead.
The birds start they get quiet.
Oh, like...
No, I'm trying to talk here. Listen,
Okay.
why do you keep talking?
I'm relating to what you're saying.
No, that's cool. Because I only have a few minutes to talk about it.
All right.
The things at night, the chirpy insects start chirping.
Yeah.
And like the birds stop flying. And it chills down like 10 degrees, they say.
Right.
And Jeranism puts that in as proof. At sunset, the shadow, the Terminator line on the Earth doesn't just get 10 degrees colder, right when the sun sets. But I mean, if you've ever been to the totality, you're like, yeah, it feels colder. And then it warms back up when the sun comes out. And that's proof of not a globe. Because the sun isn't going over, like, away. It's not getting blocked by, like, the curvature. So good proof there. It's a new, like, solid proof.
Yeah.
Physical proof. It's still up there, heating up the air.
And it's close. And it's warming us because it's close.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a physical blocking. Like, the moon is blocking during the eclipse, and it gets cold. Something like that. Sorry, what were we saying?
So the animals think it's like evening.
They just go right into nighttime mode. Like the chirpy night insects.
Oh my goodness, a woman held up traffic so she could do a U-turn. That is just crazy.
It's what they do.
They have no conception.
Well, they're probably locals, and this is weird. Like, this is a tight, like, congested town. Traffic is horrible here. There's that dirt lot way into town and the beer distributor, and it's closed today, so I guess you're allowed to park there. Oh, here's a fancy badge.
Do you have something to hand them?
I got the cards.
Oh, the cards.
Fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs.
I'll go down to the bathroom.
Okay, here comes a few people out of the train or out of the parking lot. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Isn't this awesome? I just did this yesterday.
Oh yeah, when we leave here, instead of this is a Fresnel lens. This is actually focusing here. Like, anything that you look through...
Would that make a difference?
It makes a huge difference.
Why?
Because whatever's down here is being focused up to the middle here. So you have to either have this in the middle, which changes it. All you need is a blurry,
okay, you do this.
A blurry thing.
We
did it before. And
you go like this for me.
Yeah. It gets really big because it's a magnifying lens. It's called a Fresnel lens.
Okay, go.
See how big it gets?
Yeah, and then what?
It blurs out.
Yeah, but it's supposed to set.
Yeah, you just need like a blurry thing. This is good. This is perfect. But all you need is a blurry thing, like a few sheets of that transparency. That would be great. Because that's called a Fresnel lens, like a lighthouse.
Well,
beams.
This was a Rob Skiba demonstration
so
on
not with the Fresnel lens.
Why you think it sets, because it doesn't. You can look this stuff up. It's actually true. Scientific evidence. Our government would never lie to us, would they? Never. They would never lie.
Scale it down a little bit. Just get a flashlight.
Government is God.
Get a flashlight on the table. The stone tabletop on the countertop with the flashlight. That'd be great. A flashlight that you slide away. That'd be good.
Let me get some shots from over there.
Okay, good job.
You guys get a picture going?
Did you wash your hands in the bathroom? I can see it's all over your shirt. Hand out your card on the way, David. On this side of the banner, there's all the proofs.
What side?
Over here.
Yeah,
come around.
I don't know.
Yeah, right around there. Yeah, check it out.
Sweet. That's great. One guy yelled, "Adam!" My buddy. I didn't know how he saw it, but now I see that on the back there. It says research flatter.
Yeah, we put both of them back there. I love that banner. That it's a nice color and everything. You know.
I want the shirt, this exact font. I want the shirt like this. This is cool.
And I had the opposite. I had this side. See? Look.
Yeah. This is like this font, like the one billboard with Carly Sunshine. It's this font.
That was Philadelphia.
This color. This is like says it all right here.
Yeah.
She needs to come out. We gotta get her. Shaking.
Yeah. Sometimes she works on the weekends.
Yeah, we have.
So you want me?
All the questions.
Oh, yeah?
You want me to give you a 30-second run through?
Yeah.
Okay, I start over here. This is the flat Earth map.
That's where you live.
North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. Here's the United Nations logo. They don't put Antarctica on there. I don't think they want us to know. There are other world organizations and military that use the same flat Earth map. If it's a sphere, then it has to have a curvature formula. 24,901 miles is the equator, okay? So this is the formula, 8 inches times a mile squared. So we should not see, if it were a sphere, if it's a sphere, we should not see Chicago across 60 miles of Lake Michigan. But we can, and it's been proven it's a legitimate photograph. Okay, this is kind of what it looks like. The sun and moon, they revolve around the surface, around the top.
You guys definitely believe it looks like, or potentially?
Well, according to this, and this,
let's say it's
and
flat,
this,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
This is Antarctica.
What happens with space? You're assuming what space is like, or like this is what you...
We can't prove space exists.
So you don't even know if space exists, right?
No, we know
when
that...
I start thinking like kind of
we know it doesn't exist.
Oh wait, you think it...
We know it doesn't exist.
So what's this part?
That is... It's an air space above...
No air.
Above the...
Above the air.
Above the flat
The air is
plane.
heavy, it's just pulled down here. We don't know. We can't go there. We have no idea.
So this is question mark, because that's where I'm at.
No, 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 no,
I don't
it's
necessarily
not.
believe the world's flat. I know you guys do. I believe
Whatever.
whatever.
I know it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't know none, but I don't know. I have a tough time believing
Right.
anything, let alone if it's. Or if you
Okay.
guys tell me what you're telling me.
You
But
have to-
What I'm curious about is like, if that was flat, then like, what the hell else is going on? You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot.
Well, we think there's a
NASA,
dome. There's an evidence
moon.
of dome up there.
See, that's what I think. Dome
Yeah.
with screens. You ever seen Invader Zim?
Invaders in?
Yeah, it was a show. It was on Nickelodeon when I was a kid.
Okay.
About this alien. He came to Earth, and he was like trying to fit in and be a student. Really weird show. Anyway, he one of the episodes was about how there was actually a dome around the
Well,
Earth.
they mock us a lot in cartoons.
1999 had a year full of movies, like
Yeah.
Truman Show.
Yeah, Truman Show's a great
Same
movie.
thing.
Yeah.
The Simpsons episodes.
You have to look
Family
up
Guy.
sprites. They are electric things that come off the dome.
that's
It's
good
like
proof.
electricity, like a lightning or something.
So
Look
is
up.
that tied in with your idea? You think there's a dome?
Yeah.
I can't go that far. I do not know. But all I know is here it's flat. The air level is flat.
Yeah.
The ice is flat.
And all ancient writings talk about a dome.
Here's how you know the ocean's flat, right?
Oh,
Here's
I
the
see.
reflection. There's zero.
What's your argument with people say if it
This doesn't happen.
what's that?
Current water.
Oh no, curved water don't happen.
It's flat.
Did you guys get one
Well,
of these?
it's because
Here,
at
hold
least
it
what
for
the
me.
people that say
The videos
what
are
is
at the
true and
bottom.
is not true say
The
that
authority.
Yeah, I mean, whoever they are, the people that are telling us information say that if an ant was on an orange, it would perceive it as flat because they're too small
No, no,
to
no,
compare
no.
themselves.
No, the equator is 24,000.
Put your eyeball right on the very top, and no matter how close you are, how big or
But that's
small.
because we are.
No.
Our eyeball is big enough.
No,
to
there's a
it's
formula
not-
for curvature.
I've been up to 42,000 feet, and it's always a flat horizon at your eye level.
It's true.
But I also
The
say-
Earth
I
is
know,
a
it's
flat
all about the question
surface.
mark anyway.
There's the flat Earth map.
Right. And
Come,
they're
come.
wrong. I mean, we see upside down in our brain.
North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes around the outside edge. This is United Nations logo. They use a flat Earth map. But they don't put Antarctica on there. They don't want us to know that. See? If there's a curve, it has to have a formula. If you watch this video, it tells you all this stuff. The video on the bottom there. I gave her one, you take one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And we also have a website. If you have a minute, I'll go through some more things with you.
Oh, you gotta.
You can look that up. Okay. Thank you for stopping. You're a very smart woman.
What about the moon landings? How come we haven't done it for the last...
Hey guys, do you know anything about this at all? Because I can run you through a few things.
Well, I know that we've been told lies.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can get all this information on this website.
Yeah, I always say this. I'm about to take a picture. I say this to my friends all the time.
Yeah. Do you want me to run it through? I'll run you through a couple items. Here. This is a flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. This is United Nations logo, but they don't put Antarctica on there. I don't think they want us to know. If there is a sphere, It has to have a formula for curvature. This is what it is, 8 inches times a mile squared. So if we live on a ball, we should not see Chicago across Lake Michigan 60 miles, according to the formula. So how come we see it? And that's true, it's an actual photograph. It's zoomed in, okay?
So what the hell you think's
When you watch this video, 200 Proofs, you will have to study perspective. It teaches you how your eyes work at a distance. That's something I had to study for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Water always does this, never does that.
And then we got what?
If it's a flat surface, look, it goes right from the water onto this table. And that's how a flat surface reflects. If it's a curve, you don't get the line. Any sunset with your girlfriend, you know, you're watching, you're going to get that line. And look, it doesn't go over the waves. It doesn't go around a curve. What else? If there's an axis and it's spinning at 1,000 miles an hour at the equator, why aren't we weighing less at the equator? Because of centrifugal force. I mean, why not? You would think that would be logical, right? Up here we should weigh more. There's no centrifugal force. Well, they just eliminate that? Here's NASA. They have a big pool that they do all their little spacewalks in. Because we have video, bubbles in space. Look that up. There's an air bubble going up the astronaut's helmet. How does that happen? Okay, they are freaking lying to us, and it pisses me off. So here's a lot of books that have been written on this subject. They don't want them in the school. See how they censor this evidence. There's scientific experiments that prove the Earth is stationary, not moving, and a flat plane. And they just eliminate this. If they can fool us, they can rule us. If they can get us to deny.
Do you believe in the moon landing?
No.
No, she said she didn't.
I think the moon is a filament, like you find in a light bulb. That's what I think it is. And the sun is also a filament. The sun's positive and the moon's negative. That's what I think. Okay? We gotta prove all this. We gotta make them tell us the truth.
The sun's positive and the moon's negative. Don't opposites.
Watch this.
Don't opposites attract?
Well, they do go around, and they do have some kind of a force to them too. Watch this. Put your chin about this level. Watch this. This is how the sun sets. Okay, watch. Right here. Did it disappear?
Not necessarily.
Did this disappear? Yeah, the sun sets because there's moisture in the atmosphere that magnifies. But this is a flat surface. That's why we think it sets. It's not setting. I can run you through this in about 30 seconds if you'd like an introduction.
Thank you, though.
It's really true, and I've been studying it 2.5 years, and my dad was a math teacher and a pilot. My son, physics major. I understand these concepts, so watch the videos. So what's your first question? This is right on NASA's website. If you look this up, the blue marble, they call it the blue marble, same diameter, but look, there's the United States and there's the United States. How does that happen? They are mocking us.
They don't know which one to tell us.
They're mocking us.
That's crazy.
Yeah, here's how the flat Earth works. And the sun, in the summertime up here, it's closer and slower. Then it gets faster, and then it gets faster down here. Down in the south, it goes faster. The sun, you can see it. The sun sets in like zoom. You can actually see it moving. It's amazing. And if you just look a little bit into this, you'll understand it. There's no Coriolis effect, and that they do this kind of stuff in cartoons to brainwash the children, and it makes me mad.
It's kind of weird. That's crazy.
It is. It's a crazy thing. But you are so lucky because you're young and you're knowing this now. It took me till I was 60 years old to know this stuff. You know, I'm just so angry about it. So this is my way of getting back at those lying sons of you-know-whats.
Did you send any letters?
No, I'm just telling the truth to everybody else because I love you guys. I don't love them. I don't love liars. I should, but
Although I have questions, I just don't know how to fucking.
All right, tell me the topic. and I'll tell you what I know about
The
it.
sun with like the setting thing.
Yeah.
So like it's not a ball. It doesn't. It's not. It's flat.
You watch this, the time lapse, it'll freak you out because it's over a dry plane, and then you'll see it go smaller. And he says, "Oh, look at that curveball right into the pocket." It's really awesome to see it, and you go, "Oh," you know. It's really cool, very cool. Satellites, they don't point up, do they? Do you see any pointing up? Nah, they aren't satellites up there. It's all ground-based. It's all the towers. How come when we had cell phones and we go over a mountain or a hill, we lose satellite? No satellite.
I guess so. If there's satellites up above us, and
They're all on towers. It's all on towers.
It's just like when you're in the city and you sometimes lose a cell signal or a GPS signal. If the satellites are so far up in the sky, you should still have a signal.
yeah, because it's
But
above
the
you.
buildings are blocking everything because it's all ground-based.
Yep, it's all ground-based.
Another thing to look at is when planes fly over the Atlantic, they lose GPS.
Yeah, because where's the flight things? Where is it?
These flights don't exist.
Yeah, where's the, oh, these, here. There was a woman in the Philippines and she was pregnant. She was going to Los Angeles. Where is it? Oh, it's up here somewhere. But, so the closest place to land was Alaska. Because that was a straight line.
So if
Here it is.
the Earth is flat, right?
Philippines to Los Angeles. They landed in Alaska.
What if it's flat? Shouldn't we see? Technically, see the sun at all points of the day then?
Well, we have footage from pilots. We have footage from pilots. They look out their right window of the cockpit. There's a sun over there. They look out the left. It's darkness and the moon over there. You gotta look into this. We have a lot of footage. A lot. Craziness, crazy footage.
Thank you.
Yeah. Really? Watch this video sometime.
I think it's interesting.
It is. You guys, you're out of school by now, right? Yeah. I'm glad you stopped by.
What about gravity?
Gravity? I don't think it's gravity because they say it pulls to the center of the earth. I think it's diamagnetism. Where is it? Hello? Here. I think it's diamagnetism that comes up out of the North Pole and it excites the elements in the air like a neon light, and that's the aurora borealis. Then it goes up over the dome, it hits the sun, that's positive, it hits the moon, that's negative, and then it goes down the dome.
So if it's flat,
What about the tide?
if it's flat, what's on the bottom side?
I don't know, I've never been there.
You never
And
been
from what the Bible says, I don't want to go there.
So you think it's just a flat line?
I think it's like this. Just like it's on the card. That's what I think.
What about the tides?
I put it in my bag.
Tides?
Yeah, caused by gravity.
Well, I don't know. We don't have every answer. I do know that it's not just the moon. I think it's the moon and the sun
So
together.
you think the other planets are flat?
All we know about planets is that they're a light in the sky. We can't see that they're spherical. We can't see all that stuff. Do you ever look through a good telescope? See, what the government does is they add embellishment. They say, oh, there's Saturn, and it's got rings around it. Well, no. When I look up in a telescope, I see a circle, and then I see two things on the sides of it.
Yeah, I guess so. Because if you, I watched a video once, and if like, say you dig through the earth or whatever, you'd end up on the same. Like, if you went to dig through the earth, you'd end up on the same side. Because if
8
you
miles.
dig, and then.
8 miles is the deepest that they went.
You're going back down. You're straight.
There's videos at the bottom. Can I run you through a couple things? This is the flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. This is United Nations logo. They use the flat Earth map along with other organizations, military, but they don't put Antarctica on there. I don't think they want us to know it goes around the outside edge.
What would be the purpose for them to lie?
As soon as you accept that we live on a flat plane, all this stuff will be coming to your mind. You'll understand it. You will understand it. If they can fool us, they can rule us. I think it's a social experiment. They want us to deny our own senses. They want us to deny what we see and realize. And if they can do that to us, they can tell us anything and we'll believe it. So then we're just dumb sheep and they can herd us around. And we're doing that, aren't we? We're paying taxes for nothing.
Part of it is, yes.
We don't need to pay taxes. 100 years ago, there was no income tax.
That's right. All right, thank you.
Yeah, have a great day. Look at the evidence. Look it up. Watch the video. Don't be afraid of it. Good job, man. Here's the flat Earth map. North Pole in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around. That's the United Nations logo. That's a flat Earth map. But they don't put Antarctica on there. Why would that happen?
They don't like Antarctica.
No, they want to fool us. They want to fool us. If they fool us, they can rule us.
Fools are rules.
Yep, yep. They're the kings, aren't they? Government is God. Did you ever see this before? Here's a flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. I'll do it real quick. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge.
Oh, we gotta come back.
Okay, you come back.
Okay.
Nice to see you. Doggy. This is good. I love when the train comes in. Even though it's a loud whistle.
Yeah. People will start getting
And you know what? People are going to say, boy, those people in Jim Thorpe are smart.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. That's what they're going to say.
Yeah.
People in Jim Thorpe are smart.
They know what's going down.
Yeah, they know. Stop and look at the evidence.
Thank you. Thank you.
Messiah College. I know somebody who goes there.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, I do. Look at the evidence. Look at the evidence. The Earth is flat plane. Look at the evidence. Look at the evidence. We got a banner here with all the evidence. You can look it up. You can be smarter than your neighbor. Look at the evidence. Look up the evidence. Well, look up the evidence. Well, look up the evidence. You ever hear of this before? The young people have all heard about it. No, it's true. This is a flat Earth map right here. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. United Nations logo. They leave off Antarctica. It's not funny. Here you go, guys. You can look all this up. Videos are at the bottom.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. It's definitely serious. Very serious. Here you go. All right, you have two there. Here you go. Did you get one? Good job. Here, you can have one too. Yeah, they are lying to us big time, and the only way we can be free is if we have the truth. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. That's the United Nations logo. They leave Antarctica off. They don't want us to know. See? It's very simple. There's a curvature formula. If it's really a sphere, there has to be a formula. Okay? We should not be seeing Chicago across 60 miles. Not according to the formula. So it's flat. Okay? All the oceans are flat and level with each other. Why are they lying? Yes, that is true.
The Panama Canal?
The Panama Canal? Yes, it goes up. It goes up and then it goes back down. Up to a lake, then it goes down to sea level again. Yes. Yes. It's not different levels, honey. They are, no.
So what's the truth?
The truth is, we live on a flat plane. The North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge.
And don't tell me the United States in the center of the world?
No, not really, right?
There's United
No,
States.
that's far away. So how do you explain these views?
That's made up. That's circumnavigation. That's what the globe says. We say you just go around.
And the pictures
if you
that
have a
they've taken
compass,
from space, those are made up?
yes.
How do you know?
Yes, you want to see? They have a NASA. NASA is a big fake organization. They have a big desalinated pool.
Okay.
Okay? We have something called Bubbles in Space. It's a video where air bubbles are going up the astronaut's helmet. Okay? It's all made up. They take a picture of this and they say it's outer space. No, it's not. It's in California. Those are satellite dishes. They don't point up. They're not pointing to a satellite.
Well, because
it's a ground-based system. It's a ground-based system. If you watch this video, it'll give you all the information. If you're smart enough to understand it and have an open mind, and look, then you weigh the information. Yeah, Michelson Morley. All these books were written. They're kept out of the schools. How come we don't weigh less at the equator if there's an axis and the ball is spinning 1,000 miles at the equator? Why don't we weigh less at the equator?
Weigh less?
Weigh less. Centrifugal force.
Yes.
Yeah, there is none. Because look, we would weigh less at the equator than we would up here in Alaska. Do you just eliminate that? Or does gravity just know that?
No, the gravity is because of the mass, not because of the term.
The mass?
Not because of
no,
the
centrifugal force is.
No, that is not true.
Centrifugal force.
That's not the same thing.
Gravity says it takes it to the center of the ball. That's what gravity says.
Yeah.
The center of the ball. Yeah. So why is that? From here, it'd be going down to the center too.
Same distance. That's what it's the same
gravity. The
gravity.
Radius of the Earth, almost 4,000 miles.
It's the same gravity around the Earth.
So you must have like a master's in what?
Physics.
Physics? My son was a physics major too. My dad was a pilot and a math teacher.
What did he do to get off the ground?
You making fun of my father?
No.
Sounded like it to me.
I'm making fun of your theory.
You're making fun of.
It's not a theory, it's fact. How come when I'm standing in Ocean City, New Jersey, I can see 20 miles south to a water tower that's 100 feet high? It should not be seen according to the mathematical calculations, the formula. 8 inches times a mile squared.
Okay.
You figure out the math formula. Curvature. You figure it out for yourself. And prove it to yourself. And then don't lie to your kids. That's what you should do.
Really?
You figure out the curvature formula. You're smart enough to do that, right? Then do it. Just do it.
And then what?
Then go out. Go down to the shore and look 20 miles south of Ocean City and you explain to them how come you can see those water towers. No. You do the formula. The formula.
There are mountains, you know?
No. Not over the water. Not over the water. It's over the water.
There are
You
islands.
prove it. You prove the globe.
Getting angry.
I don't care. She was laughing at my father. I'm not putting up with that crap. There's a lot of information here. This is the flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. That's the United Nations logo. They don't put Antarctica on there. They put these little... They don't want you to know it's there. Chicago, across Lake Michigan, there's a curvature formula. 60 miles, you should not see Chicago. And we have a guy who stood in a boat, put his camera on Chicago and drove all the way, or what do they call that on the water? Sailed in a high-speed boat. It was not a mirage. This is over in England, Genoa, Italy, 102 miles away. The longest photograph is like 297 miles away. That should never happen if it's really a globe. Perspective is something you have to study because they don't teach us. It's how your eyes work at a distance. So you have to study this. It took me a good week, 2 weeks to figure this out. Like, what was I really seeing? I also have a thing where it teaches how the sun sets right over there behind Adam. But that curvature formula really kills it for the globe. It will destroy the globe. Do you have any other, like, oh, here we go. The sun on a flat surface will reflect in a line. If it's on a curved surface, you don't get that. You only get a spot. What do you see when you're out there with your honey? You see the line. Right?
Are there any other flat objects in space?
We don't believe there is outer space. We believe there's high-flying planes. They are putting a lot of money into fooling us.
I'm not talking about like spaceships. I mean,
okay.
I have a telescope.
Good.
So I mean, I can see other planets and things.
Yeah, but can you see that they're a sphere? Can you see that there's like, all right, say Saturn. Can you see that that's a debris ring around it, that it really moves and all that stuff? All I see in my telescope is a white circle and 2 crescents and a white. That's all I see.
What kind of telescope do you have?
Probably a cheap one, but what do you see?
I mean, I do see Jupiter rotating.
You see it rotating?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not just like atmospheric distortion?
Atmospheric distortion.
Yeah, that makes it look, and when you look at stars, what do they look like?
White dots.
Okay, so look up "star in a jar."
Okay.
It's a video, and it's about how sound waves in a fluid makes a star, and it glows. You can start here with these. I don't know if you took a picture.
I did, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, star in a jar. That's easy to remember. Look that video up. Even on your phone, you can look that up. And they put these sound waves in there. There's so much about sound waves. Dustification, that's how they destroyed the Twin Towers coming down. They turned to dust before they even hit the ground. There's so much on this. It's amazing. Do you have any like other quick question? You heard me say all these things here.
No.
It's a real thing. It's a growing movement, and we're making an impact.
Sure.
I just don't want our kids being lied to anymore. They're teaching this in the schools. It's ticking me off.
Okay, I don't know where he went.
What are you doing, David?
Police officer, just explain it to the police
Okay,
officer,
thank you.
okay?
Are we still flat?
Did she call the police?
Yeah, we're okay. No, she did.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you can if you like.
No. You know what? I thought so because my son's going on duty any minute, so I'd love to see him over here. But I had one of the, he'll tell you, one of the store owners.
Oh, I
Came down,
see.
bitching up a storm. I didn't know what capacity he was in, but I went down to his level because he's short like you. And I said, you don't know what you're talking about. This is a freedom of speech issue. We have every right to be here on public property. Blah, 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 the police, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, that's fine.
Good.
I wish I knew which door, because when the police come and then they leave, I'm going to go up to them and say, leave?
Yeah. Yeah. So what, I mean, where is he? Because we're not invading anybody's space.
He crossed the street there and just went up.
I mean, so what? He's like a quarter mile away, and we're doing. What's the problem? I don't get it.
No, he said we needed permit.
Oh.
That was the major thing, permit.
It proves it's stationary and does not move. And it's the stars that move around us. That's why I think there's a dome, because the constellations never change. There's no parallax with the constellations. So if we were hurling through space and the sun's moving and it all adds up like this, you would see parallax in the constellations. You don't. You don't see that.
What's the point of this conspiracy to perpetuate a
Myth?
round Earth?
Okay, there's a lot of reasons they could be doing this. I think, first off, it's a social experiment. If they can fool us, they can rule us. And if they think that we will deny our own senses on the ground that we're standing on, and that we don't see what we really see, then they can like do anything to us. They can tell us anything and we'll believe it like stupid sheep.
So it's a control.
It is a control thing, and then they can tax us and we can be their slaves, and that's what it's all adding up to. You know, 100 years ago there was no income tax. So why are we doing all this? Why are we working for them who are lying to our children? And they are like sickos. They believe in human sacrifice and all this crappy stuff. He can't get out, Dad. Look at this. He's hemmed in. Wait a minute. Don't move. I'm one of those neurotics, have to tuck in labels.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wait. It's not moving.
I think it might be on backwards.
Your inside shirt is. I got it, though.
Get a picture with the conductor guy. Like, get or do you want to go outside? That was a great time.
Where?
Like, come over there, get what you've been done to you guys.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting concept.
I got him.
I think that is a very good quote. I've heard that quote. That's really very good. That's a very good quote. I don't know if it exactly applies to this, but I don't know. I'm a religious person. I believe, but of course, this is a scientific thing.
But it supports a biblical text.
It does. Okay. I don't know about that, but
It does. A lot of ancient writings, especially the Book of Enoch, which is not in the canon. But if you look in the Book of Enoch, it talks about the gates of the sun, the movement of the sun. And that's opposite from what we're taught. We're taught the movement, the sun's stationary, and we move around it, like this thing, like that. So it's opposite. That's what the rulers want to do, is to teach us the opposite.
well, why? What's the benefit there?
Well, it's a social experiment for them. They're playing Monopoly with us.
Look at the bright side. When you die and stand before God, you'll know.
Absolutely.
I mean, even the Vikings knew by the stars up there at this round. You know
And
what
the
I mean?
stars don't change. There's no parallax with stars. Constellations are the same for thousands and thousands of years.
So we're spinning through space at God knows how fast, but nothing changes.
I know earlier you were
Yeah.
talking to me about how, you know, I'm a railroader. That's my job full time.
Oh, you're with him? Okay. Anyone else?
Every mile there should be an 8-inch drop.
Yeah.
So
8-inch. I mean, I'm sure there is.
You have a question? Did you know this is the flat Earth map right here? The North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. United Nations logo. They use a flat Earth map, but they leave Antarctica off.
How big exactly it is?
Yeah, see? Government would never lie to us, would they?
Isn't that the truth?
Nah, go ahead. Watch the videos at the bottom.
but you can see it with the naked eye.
Because the Earth is massive.
60 miles. But there's a curve.
24,901 is the equator.
When is the curve taken into account? I mean, that water has to curve in order to see it.
It is.
But you can't. But we could see Chicago. But you can't see Chicago because
Not
it's
gonna be
60 miles.
Good job.
Not going to be noticeable.
Going by the numbers that we're given for the size of the Earth, it's went over the.
I also have one question
Okay.
about this theory. Is what is the explanation for the seasons?
Okay, that's easy. Okay, North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know for facts that the sun moves slower when it's in the north, closer to the center. When it gets out here to the outside edge in our winter, it moves faster. When you're below the equator, that sun, you can watch it. It moves fast. So this is what it does. It goes inner gate, outer gate. That's called the analemma. Did you ever hear of that? It's like a little figure 8 kind of a thing. You see it on maps sometimes. And the analemma, when it's in the southern rim, it's bigger and wider. So, yeah, that's how it works. If you look up the Book of Enoch, which is not in the Bible, it's an ancient writing, and that tells you about the gates of the sun, how it moves in and out. Yeah.
So the sun moves around this flat Earth.
Yes, it does. Yep. North Pole in the center. The electricity comes up out of the North Pole. It causes the aurora borealis. It excites the gases because it's so low in the atmosphere. Then it comes up and it goes around what we think is a dome. We think there is a dome above us.
How'd you get involved in this?
Because I researched it 2.5 years ago, and I found out the government was lying to us, and it really ticked me off because they're lying to our children. And I don't want that. I want the truth. That's my religion, is the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have one of these?
No.
The videos are down at the bottom. The second one, the time-lapse one, that will show you. Oh, come over here. I'll show you this. Put your chin down like on this level. You don't have to touch it, but just, now look over here. Now watch. This is the sun setting. Did it go away?
Yeah.
That's the sun setting, but it's on a flat surface. It's the moisture in the atmosphere. Did you see it?
No.
Put your chin about that level and just look over here. Did it set?
Based on what I saw from her, it didn't set.
Yeah, it sets because it looks that way because the magnification in the atmosphere, the water in the atmosphere. Now, when you watch that time-lapse video, it'll be over a dry surface, and you'll see that it just goes away and gets smaller. Even the commentary of the guy who did the video, he says,
I've seen the video.
Down there, it goes into the pocket, boom! He loves it. You know, pea brain, I think.
I watched that video the other day.
Did you?
I stumbled upon it on YouTube.
Isn't it awesome? I mean, when I saw that, I went, oh, you know, it's like awesome. It really made me excited.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of arguments to be had here.
I studied this 2.5 years. Now I'm out here telling people.
I studied environmental science at school.
Did you? Great.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely. I mean, I'm not disputing it. I think that maybe it is flat. That'd be crazy, but because like I haven't been to space, so I can't make the.
Right. But we can do experiments.
Yeah.
Especially the curvature one. That will get you, because you in Ocean City, you look south to Wildwood, you see the water tower all the way down the bottom. And it should be hidden under 152 feet. And the tower's only 100 feet.
So why would they lie? Like, what's the end goal?
Well, first you have to realize that it's flat. Then you see, they're lying to us about a lot of other stuff.
No doubt.
Yep, pharmaceuticals.
But like, what's like the benefit for them if they're saying it's
If they can fool us, they can rule us. They can tell us anything and we'll believe it, because we have denied our senses and what we see to get to believe in the globe.
Hasn't the globe been said like so long before our government itself said it?
It first came up about 500 years ago with Copernicus, and they were all these like crazy people who came up with this. They want to.
I just don't get like why, if we didn't say it the first, like why if America wasn't the first person to say it, why they would carry it on just for fun? Like
no, it is a society. They think they're elite.